Hey everybody, you've reached Comically Gaming episode
What up?
6. It's our E3 Spectacular.
Whoop whoop.
I'm Nate,
I'm Corey.
and we've just got finished watching Sony's E3 conference. It was the bomb.
It was real hype.
Yep. We're
Alright.
gonna just to start things off real quick, all the usual stuff. You can go to our website, gamescomicsandculture.wordpress.com. You can hit us up on Twitter. I'm at DARTH_N8R. He's at CJKLOSTER.
TER.
We're you can find us the comically Games Comics and Culture Twitter at GCANDC. Hit this like button down here below the video and subscribe. We need subscribers. Please subscribe. But yeah, we're going to do things a little differently this week. We're going to forego
All
the
E3.
comic side. Yeah, this is all E3. Too much news, too much time. I'm moving this week. We just don't have time to go with it. You may not have the spectacular visuals that you normally get over top of us as well, because I'm just going to throw this on the
Yep.
internet because I ain't got time.
Yep.
But
Yep. That's how it goes. I'm eating a bagel.
Corey's
Drunk.
eating a bagel. Yeah, he's been playing disc golf with his buddies, which means lots of heavy drinking as well. So I'm going to carry the show. Corey's going to put in his input because his input's still valid, sober or not.
Yep. That's
So,
right.
so I feel like just finishing up watching Sony's conference, we should start with that, even though it's in backwards order. What are your
Alright.
thoughts?
That was totally badass. And non-stop awesomeness.
Yeah, it was crazy how they really kind of kept the tempo, the whole way through.
Unlike Microsoft.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
There was not a slow point to that
Yep.
conference for sure.
Side comment though. What
Yeah.
is the point of a soft pack?
What's the point of it?
Why
So,
do they make these?
so that you can smash your cigarettes in your pocket.
Exactly, so you can break them?
Yep, that's why.
Or we can get 3 broken cigarettes out of each pack.
Yep, there you
Awesome.
go. There you go.
Anyways, yeah, totally awesome. God of War. The only God of War game I've actually ever played was on my Vita, but it was awesome. But
Yeah, I've never beaten one, but I've played them through. I missed the PS3, and that's when God of War was kind of in its heyday.
yeah,
Everybody kind of complaint about God of War is that Kratos is like the most one-dimensional character in the history of games, and I can't speak to that. I just saw him fighting these huge epic battles that look better than any other action
yeah,
game around. You know what I
yeah, it
mean?
looked
So
awesome for
yeah, it was
sure.
cool. And this demo was no different. Kind of weird with the kid thing, and didn't seem like he
Yeah,
was really a god.
yeah, seemed
So,
like a normal kid. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, but whatever.
but yeah, and it was cool to see, the
Looked
fight that they
cool.
had with the troll. The things that I've seen before are totally those. I forget what you call them. The encounters where basically a boss runs up and then it flashes a button on the screen. You hit that button and he does his next step over and over again.
Yep.
That fight with that troll seemed to be a lot more kind of straightforward, action oriented than that. Seemed like more direct control, more actually fighting the guy and stuff. Seemed like a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So I'll totally be getting God of War. The next Sony Bend. Bend is one of Sony's studios that has been basically MIA for 4 or 5 years now, and they finally
And yeah,
released their game, which was Days Gone. They showed a short clip of it at the beginning, and then at the end that extended demo at the end, and looks awesome, huh?
yeah, it looks really good actually.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I mean, it's what is it, a survival game?
It
Or
looks to be, from what I understand, it's like a motorcycle gang versus the zombie apocalypse.
Sons of Anarchy versus Walking Dead?
Right, right, exactly. You can tell what's popular in culture right now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But looks sweet.
But yeah, looks sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
especially once he had that horde running after him there at the end.
That was a
Pretty
big
incredible.
horde too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep, definitely
yeah,
incredible.
gunning them down. Yeah, it looks sick for sure.
Yep.
Oh,
And then Last Guardian was next. Looked as good as it has. I thought it was a little bit,
I teared up
yeah, for Bird Dog.
for some reason. I don't know. I just His emotion just
Yeah.
blows me away every time I see it.
Yep, exactly. I
Mhm.
feel like this is a game that's been 10 years in development. It started,
Yeah,
I don't know, as a PS2 game maybe, and it doesn't look graphically the best, but it just like you say, the emotion the bird dog shows off is
yeah,
incredible for sure.
yeah, yeah. It's real.
Yeah, and first shot
It's really
of
real.
evil bird dog.
Yeah, bird dog versus bird dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
uh,
right. Looked
yeah,
pretty crazy for sure.
sure.
Also, kind of showed him.
And a release date, October something, right?
Yeah, October this year. It looks like of all the stuff they showed, that's the game that's coming out this year. That'll be their big game. I know Gran Turismo's coming out as well, but Gran Turismo's kind of a niche thing for people who are into racing games like that. That's not for everybody.
I like the Forza trailer more to be tell you the truth.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Well, and they didn't really have a Gran Turismo trailer, which was strange.
Yeah, but they had that. Yeah, not in '83, but they just released that one a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, or whatever.
Yeah, yep, yep. That and versus Forza are they're different types of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
The
guess.
Forza game probably is going to be more fun for your average person, but I
Yeah,
always was down with the kind of technical craziness of Gran
simulation.
Turismo. Yep, yep, totally. Um, yeah. So they followed up Last Guardian with Horizon. Horizon, I think, is my most anticipated game at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I said to you, it looks like The Witcher with a bitch
Right,
fighting robot dinosaurs, but
right.
that's not a bad thing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
The Witcher's my favorite game of all time, is The Witcher. So that's what it is with improved graphics
yeah,
and different abilities and robot dinosaurs and yeah, it seems to be really awesome.
yeah, totally. And that I just thought like the actual action engine, when she was fighting those monsters, seemed so kind of smooth and everything.
Yeah,
When
yeah, real smooth.
yeah, and the way that she had that one weapon that was like pinning them down after she put some damage on them, that was awesome looking
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
So
that's that game's it's almost for sure gonna be awesome. Like,
yeah,
well, without a doubt. But
yep. And my most anticipated
same
game,
with the Spider-Man.
definitely. Same
No,
as
I
what?
think Spider-Man might be my
Oh,
most
Spider.
anticipated
Yeah, we'll
game.
get to it. We'll get to it. Uh,
So,
next they did the Detroit game, which looked a lot different than
D-Town.
that clip they showed
D-Town.
last year.
I live in Michigan.
Yep, yep.
Detroit represent. Wish I had some gang signs to throw up. I don't know any. But Detroit, yeah. That looked pretty cool though, right?
Yeah, that kind of go back in time and correct what you did wrong to get the story straight, sort of deal.
Yeah.
It looked cool. I'm more of an action guy, and it looks like that's kind of the opposite of that. It looks like look for clues and then go through that same kind of story. Like it almost seems like an adventure game, something along the lines of
Yeah,
Telltale games or something.
I was kind of hoping it was gonna be more open world Detroit, but it doesn't really look that way.
Yeah.
From,
Yep. Totally
uh,
scripted moments and whatnot.
so.
And then they went into their VR section.
Which killed it,
Yeah, I gotta say it did. I was the biggest
surprisingly.
detractor. Yeah,
Yeah,
but before this year, they were showing things like Job Simulator, and
yeah, super.
yeah, the stuff that basically looked like throwaway mini games that didn't have great graphics with super simple graphics and whatnot. These games looked awesome. They sold me for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And all
Games you want to live in, games you want to experience in VR, like super cool. Like
yeah, yep, exactly.
hype me up a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And and they didn't no mention of
Almost
kind of
enough to buy a new PS4.
right,
Because
right,
I know my PS4 is not gonna be able to run that shit. It
right.
overheats already.
Yeah, totally. Well, from what I understand, the VR headset comes with like a processor box that's built into it that's supposed to help. And that's what I was going to say is that it's kind of crazy. Lots of kind of talk and rumor about the fact that the PlayStation Neo was based on the fact that the regular PS4 can't handle
Yeah.
VR. If those games were running off a regular VR with PS4, then good enough for me.
Well, were they though? Did they say that? I feel
They
like those are probably on Neo.
they didn't say, but I feel like if you had to have Neo to make that run that way, they would have said something about it. They basically said this is what's coming
Hopefully,
out in
that'd be pretty
October.
shady if they didn't.
Yeah, right, right. So I'm gonna take them at face value for the time being, anyways, and I'm gonna get a PSVR as soon as I can.
Yeah, yep.
Yep. So
Stupid. Cause I'm on PC too,
yeah, yep,
and I want to get that Vive for Fallout VR.
yep,
Sounds like the coolest thing ever.
yep. Totally, totally. We'll get to that too. So anyways, these games that they went through. First one was a surprise Resident Evil 7. That
Yeah,
is not what I was expecting out of Resident Evil 7.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even. Yeah, when I saw it, there wasn't a single point where I was like, "Oh, Resident Evil 7." Like I
Right.
saw it at the end.
Yeah, and
Man.
even it came up with the 7 on the screen. And I'm like, oh, it's a new game called 7.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same here.
Yeah. And then it filled
Yeah,
it in. Yep, and then it
yeah.
filled it in.
Resident Evil 7. Yeah.
So yeah, stoked for that. I got to say, like,
Cool. Yeah, because they know they've been fucking up.
yes, definitely.
Everyone's telling them that.
Yeah, 5 and 6 looked. I didn't even play them because they looked so stupid, and everybody said that they had terrible reviews. But the one thing I got to say is that, to be honest, even looking at that demo, we were watching that. Me and the kids are sitting there watching that, and you know, that might not be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
that's
really,
scary.
yeah, doing that in VR is gonna be like the most stressful thing I could think of.
Yeah, is that VR though? They kind of
Yeah.
didn't tell us when
No, they
VR
did.
dropped off.
They did. They came at the end. That was the first one, and they came out at the end and said the whole game is playable in VR.
Yeah, I would love to do that to be honest.
Me too, but you
I
know what I
like
mean?
getting
It's
rushed to that kind of shit.
yeah, yeah. It's a scary rush. It's not like a fun action
Well, yeah,
adventure.
it's
It
not
would be
something.
like
It's not
I'm ripping that
fantastical
thing
for
off my
sure.
head
It's
at some
about to be
point.
scared, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yep,
But yeah, it looks totally awesome for
yep,
sure.
yep. Totally. Next was a game called Farpoint, which looked like kind of an action game, and again, a legit adventure game. As opposed to what they were showing before.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Oh, what's Farpoint?
it was basically like the dude standing in the cliff looking down at the city and whatnot. You know what I mean? But it was him in first
Oh
person and
yeah, but
whatnot.
yeah, and they had the first person shooter, right?
Yes, right. Yeah, he looked at a gun and he was like on a like it looked like a Martian landscape or something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
looked pretty sick actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally, totally. Definitely, like I say, a legit looking game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Full
for
game,
sure.
something that along not just one of these like little experiences. And then speaking of little experiences, friggin' as soon as R2D2 started beeping, I didn't even need to see it to knew I
Oh
was
yeah, I
sold.
know you're gonna be hyped about that.
Yeah, but I got a feeling that it's called like
It
X-wing.
sucks it's only X-wings though. I wish it was fully,
Yeah, right,
walk around.
right. Yeah, Battlefront X-wing mission. My guess is that that's going to be like an hour long or 2 hour long deal. You know what I mean? But sitting in the cockpit of the X-wing with Tie fighters flying all over the place,
Yeah,
cruising
you're
through
sold.
star destroyers. Yeah, you don't need to go any further than that for me. That alone is going to get me into VR, and all the other stuff looks awesome too.
Yep,
So,
yep.
and then they dropped the bomb. They kept on showing black. I can't believe that they hid it until now that this never leaked. But they kept on showing like black fabric, and then they had a voice in the background, and it got to some point, and I'm like, "Is that the Joker's voice?" And then
Yep.
sure enough,
Yeah.
they showed the front of Batman's cowl there.
That was what sold me right there. Yeah,
Yep.
we can be Batman now.
Right, right. And again, what is that? It's
To
called
be Batman, that sounds so fucking awesome.
yes.
Like I'm so that was when I tested you. Time to drop $400 on
Right.
PSVR right there.
Yep, exactly. And it was zero gameplay. I don't even care. The fact
Yeah,
that
exactly. You don't have to show me shit. It's
right,
already sold.
and it's Rocksteady who
Right.
made the Arkham games, so it's going to
Yeah.
be quality.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
Yep,
be fucking sick. It's gonna be awesome.
yep, totally. And then
Grapple. We're gonna be Batman. It'll be sick.
yep,
Oh, so sick.
yep.
Except I don't know. Spider-Man looks sick too,
We'll get to
though.
Spider Man. We'll get to Spider Man. Hold off. I know you're excited. And then the final VR thing that they talked about was the Final Fantasy VR experience. I think kind of
I'm
going
so
along.
disappointed in Final Fantasies.
I
So
know Final Fantasy 15 has
oh,
had the worst 2 days ever.
everything. It looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks terrible. And just that, if they would have just shown the he looks up at Sid, who's a girl in this one or whatever, and then get in the car and
Yeah.
drive, like I would have been okay with it. But that goofy fight scene with the stars of the game wearing the headset and stuff.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah, yeah, poor Final Fantasy.
Also, we need to recap the beginning of the PS4 show. The orchestra went on way too long, right?
Right. That's
What
right. We didn't
the fuck?
mention that, right?
I
Yeah.
didn't.
5 minutes in, we're all sitting there going, "What is
Like,
going
imagine
on?"
it went on for like 10
Hey, move that thing away
minutes.
from your mouth. Move it away from your mouth. It's flipping out.
Sorry, 10 minutes. Sorry, went on for like 10 minutes. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, yeah, way too long. They should have spent 20, 30 seconds and then busted into God of War with them in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah. Yep, that would have been a way to go. But yeah, Final Fantasy, we'll talk more about Final Fantasy when we get into the other games, but Final Fantasy 15 definitely terrible 2 days for Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, looking bad.
Yep.
Nothing give me hype, that's for sure.
Yeah, yep, me too. So and then with no
The
kind
only
of
Persona thing since we compare the two a lot, the only Persona thing was the shot of the face in the
yeah,
final
the
video.
sizzle reel,
The
yeah,
the dude that's in the
in the car.
zone,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep, totally.
But that got me hyped.
Yeah, me too.
Just seeing that.
Yeah, especially after being so disappointed in Final Fantasy. I'm ready for Persona, that's for sure. Um
Definitely.
so and then they went into Call of Duty and with no break between the VR stuff, I still thought it was a VR game.
Yeah, no, you did. So
Yeah,
did I.
I was
And I
losing my
did
mind.
too.
I was watching it, losing my mind, going, "Oh my god, this can't be a VR game." And yeah, it turns out it's not. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah. Uh, but it still looked pretty sick.
Yeah,
I
it did, but I don't know if it did enough to get me to get that game.
think Battlefield looked more sick.
Yeah, right. If I'm looking at one shooter this holiday season, it's going to be Battlefield 1 for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. And then they came out and talked about Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot Warp. Do you care at
Which
all about Crash
I grew
Bandicoot?
up on Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I think that's cool. I'm kind of hyped about it, but whatever. Old games.
Yeah,
That's
and I felt like something was coming after the success of Ratchet and Clank. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They had to go with another one
makes
of
sense.
those.
I've
Yeah.
been talking about Crash. I've mentioned him in past episodes,
Yep.
and he's been gone for a while.
Yep.
It's been a long time since Crash Bandicoot game.
Yep.
That was my favorite though. Like PS1, Crash Bandicoot was where it was at for me. I loved me some Crash Bandicoot
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
cool. I would have been more hyped for a real new Crash game though than a bunch of remasters.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yep, totally.
But Ratchet and Clank was a remaster and it was awesome. So
I don't think it's that kind of remaster, or
yeah,
they would have devoted more time to it.
yeah, probably.
Um, and then they kind of segued into Skylanders. I don't care about Skylanders. Does Crash make you care about Skylanders?
I don't know.
Okay, all right,
I don't know shit about Skylanders. Fuck Skylanders.
all right.
That's for kids.
Yep, I'm with you.
I
Next was Lego Star Wars. Yeah, it actually got some genuine laughs out of us and thought it was cool.
got hyped about it, and I
Yeah,
just love.
I've played too many Lego games now.
Here's Ray right here.
Yeah, that's the only way you can
Okay.
play a Ray in a video game now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean it just got me hyped because it was Star Wars,
Right.
and I love The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Probably
totally.
my favorite movie in 10 years. Honestly,
Yep.
the more I think about it, I want to watch it right now.
Well,
Really.
wait till the show's over.
Yeah.
All right. And
I
then
think me and Jeff are gonna watch this tonight. I think.
cool beans. And then they brought Hideo Kojima out onto the stage after
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick.
after being hijacked from by Konami
Yeah,
for all those years.
yeah.
It was kind of
And then
his
he walked out.
unveiling.
Yeah, yeah, it's unveiling. That was sick. And I
Yep.
knew that was him too. It's some random Asian dude, and I actually knew it was him. Like, that shows
That's the man.
I know a little bit about the industry at least.
Yep.
If I can recognize
Hideo
Hideo Kojami, whatever the fuck.
Kojima.
Kojima.
Kojima-san.
But his game,
So and then his
his
game.
game, alright.
I don't know, man. But
Looked
can,
weird. Dale. It was the Dale game,
move your
wasn't
mic.
it?
Move your mic.
It's fine. It was
Yeah.
the Dale game, right?
Yeah, that's the Daryl game. Norman Reedus. The
Weird.
Metal Gear is certainly known for being one of
I
the
like
weirdest stories in games,
I
and
like
they're
your signaling sounds
obviously, yeah, they're not
there.
straying from making weird ass shit.
That's fine though. That's cool. I mean, he
Hmm.
makes good games.
Yeah.
We'll see more, but I think it'll be good.
Yep.
It looks weird as fuck already.
Yeah. And called Death Stranding. I was like, is that Stranding? Is it
It's
standing? No, that's a strand. Death Stranding.
that's
Somebody
called.
hit you up with the ability to name a game something that makes
He
sense.
named it that. They were like, "No, that's spelled wrong." He was like, "No,
Yeah, I'm
that's
Hideo.
fine."
They were like, "Oh yeah, you're Hideo. Okay, it's Death
Whatever.
Stranding." And then they dropped a bomb for you. You were on the phone with me, going, "Is that Daryl?" When Insomniac's new game came out, and it's Spider-Man.
Oh my God, it looks so sick, right?
Yeah, yeah, looked awesome. Looked
Holy
totally
shit,
awesome.
it looks super awesome.
Hopefully
Oh my God,
the next great Marvel game or comic
the
book
only,
game. Yeah, the next great comic book game since
the only
the
great comic
Batman
game.
ones. The Batman ones
Yeah,
are decent.
Batman's good. Yeah,
Yep, yep. So yeah, and
the
then
only good Marvel game, like the first good Marvel game.
hopefully
And call
hopefully
it.
I
Hopefully, it looks really sick from
yeah,
that
from
trailer.
the looks of it, it would be hard to imagine that that game's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ratchet and Clank. I mean,
Yep,
they, especially with Spider-Man, they could do a good job with Spider-Man.
yep.
He's, he's not so like, he's not guns or anything. He's Spider-Man. I feel like they could do a good job at that, and it looks like they did. I'm super
Yeah.
hyped for
I wonder if it'll be Miles or Peter.
that. Probably Peter.
It's some weird suit that I definitely never seen a Spider-Man suit like that before.
Yep, I bet you be Peter. Could be Miles. I
And
hope it's Peter.
and then they come out with at the end of that clip of it, it says hashtag Spider-Man PS4. You think that's the title of the game?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that their way of saying it was exclusive, or is it like,
I don't
yeah, I don't know.
know. I got to get on Twitter, I guess, and punch in
Yeah,
hashtag Spider-Man PS4 and see
research
what pops up.
that.
But
Yeah,
but they didn't show any other title, so it'd be weird. It'd be weird if that's the title of the game.
yeah. If
Yeah.
PS4 is in the name, yeah, that would be really weird.
Right. Right. And then in hashtag, if hashtag's in the name of the game.
Well, yeah, I really hope hashtags.
Yeah, me too. And then they ended it with the
I
big
won't buy it.
Days Gone. After that, he came out, said goodbye, and then ended it with the Days Gone, video again, the cool one with the big horde, the kind of extended one. Again, we
Looks
talked
sick.
about it earlier.
That
Looks
big
good.
horde in the end, though. Yeah,
Yep.
that got me. That was what really got me really hyped. When there was like 50 of them after him, he was plowing them down with his machine gun or whatever. That looked pretty sick.
Yeah. Yep. Totally. The
Sure, is that co-op?
I doubt it. It didn't look like it. It'd be if it is, then awesome. But we'll see.
Yeah,
That was their first announcement of the game, so I'm sure more details will be coming out.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah. So that was it. That was Sony's press conference again. Kind of, we both said it. It rocked. To be a PS4 owner right now, they,
We didn't really compare it to Xboxes though. Xbox, Gears, and Horizon kicked ass, right?
Gears
We didn't
and
even we didn't even really
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon
Well,
2. Whatever.
let's talk through the Microsoft one real quick. Let me pull up my notes. Let's do that, and then we'll compare the two. Hold on here.
I mean, I pretty much know what it is. It was Forza, and I mean Gears,
So
then Forza, and then a Recore game, and then a bunch of indies and hardware
so
shit.
let's go through it. They started it with the Xbox One Slim.
Yeah,
Um, you know,
which was cool. $300.
so
As a non-Xbox owner, I'm almost considering buying it,
here's
to
the
be
thing.
honest.
I looked it up on the internet afterwards. $300 is for 500 megabytes hard drive.
What?
Yeah, the when they talked about up there, they
What's
had
400 for
$2 TB.
2 terabytes?
It's $400 for the 400 terabyte
That's
version.
yeah, that's fucking retarded.
Yep. Now, That being said,
That's enough. That's almost enough to make me not get it right there. Fuck that.
right, the way they did that, yeah. But that being said, if you have a 4K TV, that $400 even on a 4K disc player,
Yeah.
that's it, and then you throw in the video games as well,
Yeah, I mean, $400. Yeah, I mean, I was
and
just 300. 300. I was almost sold. 400
right,
is something to think about.
yep, yep, I'm with you. But yeah, and then they went to Gears of War 4, looked
Which
good,
was sick.
yeah, looked real good.
Sick. That started out. I was like, I'm getting an Xbox, or actually, I'm getting a PC, and I was like, I'm hoping when I get my PC, it looks as good as this.
So right,
'Cause
so
this looks fucking awesome.
right after the Gears of War, they came out and talked about the Xbox Play Anywhere, which is
Yeah.
basically all these games. If you have an Xbox and a PC, you only have to buy the game once, and you'll get the copy for both
So why not just get a
deals.
PC?
True, but it also they another thing that they announced is
Crossplay.
crossplay online between
Yeah,
the
which
two.
is sick. That's
Yep,
really cool.
yep,
It
totally.
is really cool,
Yep. So
actually.
to
It kind of that's a one up on Microsoft's
yeah,
side, I would
I
say,
agree.
for sure.
Yep, I agree 100%. And to my
Sony's
mind,
bitching out about that shit.
the
They're
other thing that I would think is that in my case, being a dad, if I had an Xbox One and a computer, I could tell my kids, if I got a nice computer, no, you're not touching my computer, but you can play the Xbox One. And then I
yep,
buy Gears of War 4, and I've got it on both for the price of one.
yep. Yeah, I
It's
mean
cool.
it's sick.
Yep,
Cool. It's really cool.
yep. And then they came out. The next thing they came out with is Killer Instinct, showing the Gears of War bad guy. I don't
Who the
care
fuck plays
at
Killer
all.
Instinct? I haven't heard about that from anyone. They were acting like it was such a big fucking deal.
It's 'cause they gave it away free at the launch of
I've
the
never even
Xbox One.
heard of that game.
They gave it.
Honestly, I haven't heard of it.
It was free with the Xbox One. It's a free downloadable game, and yeah, nobody talks about it ever. You're right.
Yeah, they were acting like it was so hyped. That was so stupid. That's what I was thinking. Oh, who is the character that they fucking
I
put
don't.
in it?
Some sergeant from the evil side of Gears of War.
Yeah, it's
One of
stupid.
those turd monsters.
Oh my god, yeah, fuck that.
Yep.
Yeah, not hype. They
Yeah.
tried to make it hype, but
Yeah.
not hype at all.
Stupid.
And then it fell off even
Yep.
worse from there. Just
Well,
went to all
no,
indie.
because the next game was Forza Horizon 3, which looked awesome.
Oh, that was after that. Well, then yeah, that Forza that looked awesome, especially the
Yep.
way they linked up and
Yes, exactly.
started
The
racing each other.
co-op campaign
God, that
is
looked
something that's
really
not in
cool.
games. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean that looked way cooler than Gran Turismo. That was what it was like.
Look cool in Drive Club.
That yeah, look cooler than Drive Club. Look cooler than any racing game I've seen. I mean, they got together
Water.
and they started racing.
Water.
Bloody Mary,
It's good for
Bloody
you.
Mary, Bloody Mary,
But yeah,
pickles.
so at that point when
Pickles are good for you.
they talked about the Xbox One Slim and
I
said it
put a
was two
pickle
ninety
instead
nine.
of celery. I like pickles more than celery, so I put a pickle in it.
Here's your mixologist moment. Brought to you by vodka.
Go with the pickle.
Go with the pickle. So at that point when they had talked about the Xbox One S, they had said it was $299, which is kind of a lie if you want a decent hard drive. They talked about Gears of War 4 and then
Well,
talked about all the
500 megabyte. You have to buy solid games then with that size of hard
yeah,
drive.
stupid.
Can't
Yes.
download
And
your game.
then you don't get to crossplay and cross-buy stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But at that point in the
What's the point?
show, I was hyped, and it was pretty
Yeah.
much downhill from there. After that, they went to Recore, which they announced last year.
Seemed kinda
Inafune's new
cool.
game.
It looks like it could be kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, but I agree. If I only had an Xbox One, I would probably get it, check it out. With family friendly looking game that looked decent. And they showed before last year they had just shown kind of the one little dog, and this year she's got multiple robots to fight
Good luck.
alongside with. Yeah, gorilla and I don't know what else, but yeah, it looked all right, but definitely nothing that blew my doors off the way that Sony stuff did.
Yeah.
Game after game.
Sony, I was jaw dropping. My
Yep.
jaw was dropped.
Yep.
Like halfway.
Next game that came up was Final Fantasy 15, which some dude fighting a giant.
That was so bad.
It looked terrible.
Everyone was saying it was bad.
Move your
We were
thing.
both watching
Move your thing.
Kind of Funny.
Move your thing. Move your mic.
Shout out to Kind of Funny.
Yeah.
Those guys, they're cool.
Yep.
But we were watching it with them, and yeah, I mean, we all agreed. It's fucking looked horrible. It was
Yeah.
just a giant hand swatting
Right.
the
And
fucking character, and
the
he was getting hit.
right
He was getting hurt.
and the hand went right through him. No collision
Yeah,
detection at
every
all.
time.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting pushed. It looked terrible.
It really looked bad. It did the opposite of sell me on that game for sure.
Yeah, and
I don't know who
what the
it's
fuck is Final Fantasy? How is that possible?
yeah, who at Square said, "Let's show this at E3."
Yeah, and then
You know what I mean?
yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, so my decision has been we've talked in the past Persona versus Final Fantasy, decision made. I'm not getting Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, person.
I don't got enough time for that many role playing games in my life,
It's
and
terrible.
Final Fantasy's not making the cut. Rip. Final Fantasy, you were once great.
All right,
Yeah.
yep. I like Final Fantasy 8 was my favorite. I know you like 7, some of the previous ones, but I liked 8. Squall.
Yeah, I even liked 13. I thought 13 was a good game. Most people hated it,
Um,
but
I didn't beat 13. I
yeah,
never
I
beat.
beat it. It was good. But yeah, to me, seven's the seminal. That it was just a time and place for me. But yeah, we can talk Final Fantasy story later. Final Fantasy 15 looks shitty.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Then they went and did Division, and basically talked about the next Division expansion, which
Yeah,
looks like
Microsoft's
one more
conference
mission.
sucked.
Yeah, right.
First time with this.
And
Yeah, because Division was shitty too.
yeah, and we're
It was
Division
like,
fans, right? You'd
yeah, we
say that.
love Division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we play
We're not
Division.
haters. Well, there's a lot of Division haters to put that out
That's not
there.
us. Yep.
No, we have fun playing the Division. Me, you, and Oliver, we have a really good time playing.
Yep.
It's a great game. We love it. It's we're not super competitive Dark Zone end game stuff. We're not worried about all the glitches and shit. It's a good game. We enjoy playing it together. But that shit looked weak.
Right. It looked
Looks like
like
a mission.
yeah, I'll give you $3 for a new mission. You know, let's
Yeah,
move on with our life. I was hoping that the division would come out with some type of like Destiny type raid or something. It looks like that's officially not ever happening.
yeah, yep.
You know.
That's Ubisoft though. Ubisoft sucks, man.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about
Assassin's Creed
Ubisoft later.
Division,
I'm down with
they suck.
Ubisoft. I like
Whatever.
Ubisoft.
And their DLC is fucked.
I agree with that. Their DLC
They
model
fuck you.
sucks. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct.
They're the hamburger model or whatever.
Yep.
You pay for the bun, and then everything else costs extra.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
they're the meat. I
Yep.
mean,
They are the reason why. You're right. I agree with that side of it. I like their core games, but the business model of ripping you off for DLC sucks.
they sell you a portion of a game,
Yep.
and then sell you the rest of it afterwards.
Yep. So and then some dude came out and talked about Xbox Live and clubs, LFG and
Um,
Arena. I
no
clubs I don't
one's
really
ever
care
going to
about.
use any of that, I feel
Well,
like.
I disagree. I think LFG we would hit that up with Destiny.
LFG would be cool, yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
I feel like, yeah, with that in the clubs in the arena though, like if you have to log into your club profile to LFG or whatever, then it's probably not gonna work that great. But I like the concept of LFG on a console for
Right.
sure.
Right. If it's just straight up LFG like we're used to getting on PCs to figure out so we can
Yeah,
play
it's
Destiny
stupid
and
that
stuff.
you have to go on a computer or tablet or phone to find a group to play a video game with on a
Yep.
console. I
Yep.
mean, if they integrate that, that's cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And to be honest, the arena stuff could be cool too. If you know, if I'm into Madden and I don't have any friends that are, I can get on there to play games against people and have them ranked for real and stuff. That's cool.
Could be cool, yeah.
If they
What
get
were those guys on Kind of Funny talking about with groups on PS4? Are there groups on PS4? I don't even
yes,
know what are
that's
there.
yeah. The last time we raided, we went through to do that. Yep, we went
Oh,
through and did
really?
it that way. Yep.
Sorry, I get drunk a
It's
lot.
yeah. It's not great, but they are there. When last couple times when the Destiny LFGs dried up online, and last time we wanted to do a raid to show Oliver what was up with it, I went on there to find people, and I did. I went to the Destiny groups and
Really?
yeah, pulled some people out of there.
That's kind of
Um,
cool.
Yeah, but it's not a true LFG. It's like fans of Destiny, and then you go in and try and send them friends requests, send them messages, and then they're like, "What? Who are
Um,
you? What are you doing?"
yeah,
They're not in it fully for that. You know what I mean? So it's not a LFG in the way that we know it. Um,
yeah.
then they came out with Minecraft, and it was the most boring
Minecraft? I
thing.
was hyped about it.
Were you?
Really? You were bored about
Yeah,
it?
I thought
Maybe because you're so over Minecrafted, but I was like, last time I played Minecraft, it was like just hills and stuff, and pigs and sheep and stuff,
sure.
and I was like, and then like I saw that, I was like, damn, that looks pretty sick. Look at this whole community of people building stuff.
So
It
yes,
actually kind of got me hyped about Minecraft, which I'm not a Minecraft fan. I mean, I
to
mean,
do your kind of
I do have it on two. This is the reason why
consoles.
they've sold 100 million copies because I own it on two platforms and
You
I'm
don't even
not even
like
a
it that
fan.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like what's cool about it is the where you can basically have your own server where you have a creative space that stays online when you're not. The way
Yeah, when people
mine
go offline.
Yeah, right. The way Minecraft is now, when you want to invite people to play with you, you can, but once you log off, they get booted too on
Yeah,
consoles,
that's
anyways.
yeah.
So that's
PC's
cool.
been different. I mean, you could have your own servers on PC.
Right, right. So who knows?
But that goes along with the whole PC combining with consoles thing. Consoles are probably dead after this generation. I bet you.
I don't.
With
I
with
don't. They're more popular
with
now
the
than
way
ever.
they're changing them and selling different versions and stuff
We'll see.
nowadays.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what the future looks like. As for today, I wouldn't make that statement. They're right now they're more popular than they've ever been.
Maybe.
They are. They are.
I
So
hate that mine overheats so much. It pisses me off
you
so
hate
much.
what?
That my shit overheats so
Oh
much.
yeah, yeah. Well, if you cleaned
It
it
did it
and kept an
twice
area that
with
didn't
the,
fill up with dog hair and
I had
dirt.
to stop playing. I had to stop playing Blood and Wine today
The last time I was at
because
your house, it was like a year after you got the PS4, and that thing had a inch of dust on top of it. An
uh,
inch. It was thick. Like I got a little
in
duster. I get in there, I dust it, I spray it
bullshit was
out.
not
I
fucking
do.
inch. It was probably like 2 millimeters if you're lucky.
It was a dirty looking piece of shit sitting there on top of the desk, covered with beer cans and
I
upside
mean, it
down
lives a
games.
hard life, yeah, but
you
still,
gotta take care of them. That's all. If your new computer sits in that same environment and looks like that a year into it, it's going to be overheating too.
no, my next
I
beer is gonna be in the
guarantee it.
corner of my spare bedroom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You need to treat your
But
PS4 with the same kind of love. Moving on.
anyway,
Moving on.
uh,
They came out with Xbox custom controllers. I don't know what
those are
they
cool.
didn't say what they cost, but they look sweet.
No, they did say what they cost. The guys at Kind of Funny said what they cost.
Do you remember?
They said it was $10 more for custom colors and $15 more for custom engraving.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sick
Yep. I'd
for
do it.
sure. Why not?
Yeah. Those were cool.
I like my custom. I mean, I got the special edition original PS4
Right.
controller.
Nice.
I think I paid an extra $5 for that or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep. It's cool. And then next time my note says Inside. Was that a game?
inside, yeah,
Oh,
that was the people who made
uh,
that indie game.
yeah. I like that game. What's it called?
You do like that game, I
Yeah, with
never
the
played.
spider and the dark.
Yeah,
What is that called?
so I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but I know. Uh,
It's four letters.
Man,
I don't know. I don't know.
you have to pause
Well,
this episode
no,
because
no, I'm not positive.
the fuck
I'm
is it
moving on.
called?
I'm moving on.
But everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, and it looks good. Move your mic.
It looks good. Yeah.
The then they
It
came
looks
out.
good though. It's more first person, like open. It seems a lot different than the last game, right?
Yeah, right, with the same kind of aesthetic, and that game was good. What the fuck is that called?
Whatever that game was.
Okay, and then they did an indie sizzle reel at that point. Of all that stuff, I didn't really care about most of it except Cuphead looks pretty cool.
Gwent, you skipped Gwent.
No, Gwent's coming up. Gwent's not yet. There was one other game in those indies in the indie reel that I thought looked good that I cared about.
Like with the little people slashing swords. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but in general, I
Minor indie promoting
yeah,
video
right. It's
kind of
cool.
weak.
I'm glad indie games are there.
Yeah, they're cool, but
Yep.
they're not
It
they're
did
not
remind
why
yep.
they're not why we have the system.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. And then they came out with We Happy Few, which basically looks like it's kind of inspired by BioShock.
I actually kind of like you. Kind of seemed like you hated on that, but I thought it was kind of looked kind of cool.
So I thought the game looked cool. It was just as a boring demo in the press conference. That's all I'll
Kind
say.
of, yeah,
It was
yeah. I mean, it
slow.
was boring.
It stopped the
Those people
momentum.
are creepy.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. The kind of
that's not a
George
game.
Orwell, take your pills and live in a happy world forever, and if you don't, you're gonna get chased down by the Secret
Yeah,
Service mask
I kind
dudes.
of thought it was. I thought it was pretty cool. I was kind of hyped for that. You weren't, but
I might play it. I just thought it was boring in the press conference. That's all. At that point, that press conference was totally slow. You know what I mean? And it didn't need that.
yeah,
You know?
maybe. I don't know. I thought it kind of revitalized it. Maybe we'll agree to disagree
Okay.
on
All
that.
right.
But,
Then next came out with the Gwent game. What do you think? Witcher's your
I
favorite
I
game. Witcher's
like
my
Gwent.
favorite
Me
game.
and my buddy Thomas at work were talking about how there should be a standalone game for Gwent because it's such a fun game and Gwent is super fun.
I'll be
And
honest. Like
so
I
it's
played
I
Gwent.
like the strategy of Gwent. It's a fun game.
So I played it a couple times and thought I like the strategy of this, but I like The Witcher more. So I'm not going to waste my time playing it when I could be playing the regular part of The Witcher sort of deal. That being
Yeah.
said, I like card games. I play Pokemon with the kids. I play Magic.
Yeah, I mean it
The Gwent
depends on
has
the
good
cost.
strategy.
If
Yeah,
it's $5, $10, I'll get it.
gotcha, for
So
sure.
if it's any more than that, I won't.
Yep.
But I do like Gwent. I was hyped for that.
I assume that's coming to
I hope
PS4 as
that's
well. They
not
didn't
CG.
say.
Yeah, it probably is, but I just hope it. I hope that's not CG Project Red's announcement because
I don't think they have. I don't think they're at E3. Period.
yeah, I heard they didn't get a booth,
Right.
so I was super hyped when I saw their name come up, and then Gwent was kind of a disappointment, but at the same time, I still like Gwent. It's a fun game.
Right.
So
So we'll see what it costs. We'll talk about that later. The dad might even play that with us. Might be a
yeah,
game we can get him to do.
Gwent's
He was
fun.
playing Magic with us years
I
back.
dominated the last dude I played in Gwent. I just played one in their Blood and Wine attachment, and I destroyed him.
Yeah.
I had Dandelion who doubled my front lines um, stats, and then my commander had the ability to clear the weather. So I put out three fucking guys who doubled each other, and then
Gwent
the
cast.
motherfucker put yeah, and then the dude put out the white frost, which neutralized all my front line, and then I used my commander's ability to undo it. And then I put Dandelion out there, and we had like fucking 70 points. It was sick. And we destroyed him. I killed him. It was
Gwent
fun.
cast.
What?
Gwent cast 2016. We'll have to do it when Gwent comes
Yeah,
out. We'll stream that then.
yeah, for sure.
Because right now, everybody who doesn't care about Gwent and wants to know the other games that they talked about fell
Gwent.
asleep. We'll hook up Gwent
Gwent.
next. Next,
Not Quint. What did you say?
Gwent.
Gwent, yeah.
Yeah, Gwent. The next game that came out with Tekken 7 looked terrible.
Yeah.
Looked totally
Weak.
boring.
Weak as fuck. That one guy had kind of funny, got kind of hyped up. He thought it was Street Fighter vs. Tekken, but it
I did
wasn't.
too. I thought that was Akuma.
I think it was.
Why is he in Tekken?
He had a guest appearance, apparently.
I
I
guess.
don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tekken.
The dude who came out talked nonsense, and then the demo was boring. It said, "Oh, we have story mode now." Yeah, guess what? Fighting games have had story modes for 3 years now.
Well, we're not big fighting game fans in general. We should put that out there, right?
I'd say I'm fairly big. I'm not. I'm not a
You're
pro or
not that
nothing.
big.
I play them all.
I beat you in the fucking family tournament, and I'm not a fan at
Whatever.
all.
Rematch time.
I
I try
did.
them
I
all.
beat you in the Injustice tournament. You know I did. And I'm not even a big fan.
Rematch.
So you're obviously not that big of a fan if you
I
fucking
told
lost
you
to me,
I'm
who's
not.
not a big fan.
I'm not good, but I'm a fan. I try them
Okay.
all. That's where I'm at.
All right.
So then they came out with Dead Rising 4. I thought that was sweet. Dead Rising 4 was
Yeah.
cool. My kids were
Cool.
sitting next to me going, "What on earth am I looking at?" And I said, "Yeah, but it was funny. It was cool. The stuff it was definitely crazy. They definitely are not taking themselves seriously."
Yeah, it looked cool and not exclusive. Apparently,
Oh, really?
that's what they were saying.
Huh.
It's just
Okay.
not. It didn't say that it was
I
exclusive.
guess it's a
So
Capcom game. It's not a Microsoft studio. Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
we might get a taste of that.
Right. And then that game Scalebound, where the dudes had the fight with the monster and they all had their own little monster friend.
They're dragons or whatever.
Yeah, right. Fighting
That
off.
guy who came out and announced it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, yep.
It's,
He
it's always been my dream to have a dragon by my side and fight a giant monster.
it was exactly how it went down. And then the game it looked like it was fun, but it had such like a bro dude mentality. The way they're talking and the dude threw on his headphones to finish the monster off and stuff, like that turned me off.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it looked stupid. I thought it looked
I
stupid.
thought
The
it
whole.
looked stupid too.
It looked cool. No, honestly, it looked cool, but the gameplay just looked terrible. I mean, they killed that thing. He shot it with his bow like 100 times, and then he jumped up and stabbed that arm of it, and then jumped up and stabbed the heart of it, and it died. Like,
Right.
looked stupid.
Yep. Yep. And then Sea of Thieves, something that I thought, it's Rare's next game. Rare has dropped
I
off
kind
over
of like
time. I thought the
the way
game looked
that
cool.
game looks. Yeah,
Yeah, and
for
the kids
sure.
did. The kids did too. Last year, they just kind of showed like the shots of it. I'm like, oh, cartoony pirates. I'd rather play Assassin's Creed. But the way that they had like each individual person helping with the boat, and the
Those
guy,
guys are kind of fun, kind of right though. With comparing it to Evolve, you have to have a team. Like you have to have 4 people, and we
right?
don't.
But
We have 3 people. We have me, you, Oliver.
yeah, right. But
Uh,
if you have that group, that game looked like it would be fun.
yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? It
That.
it, it
Oh
looked
yeah.
cool. And then State of Decay came up next. I am a fan. If I had Xbox One, I would
Yep.
definitely be hyped for State of Decay.
Yep. And me too. It does seem hype, but I've never even played one. But I'm kind of at this point. I'm already sick of survival zombie games, even though I've never even played one. But like, I want to get Daisy or H1Z1 when I get my PC or whatever.
I'm not sick of them.
But they're,
I'm totally hyped.
yeah, maybe.
It looks fun.
Hopefully it'll be good. I
Yeah,
mean,
the group and stuff, the way the group
yeah,
plays. So, and then they came out with this sick ass Halo cinematic,
yeah,
and then
that Halo
Halo
4.
Wars looked dumb once they actually started playing in-game
Yeah, it looks
footage.
stupid.
Yeah,
Halo Wars.
and I like those kind
Yeah,
of games, but that looked like a 360 game.
yeah, it looked shitty.
Yeah, yep,
Really looked shitty. Yeah, for sure.
definitely. And then they wrapped up their show talking about Project Scorpio. They did nothing to convince me to change my mind about
There,
hating
there
the
isn't.
future of consoles. Move your mic.
Yeah, I mean, the way they talked about Scorpio, a lot of people were saying they liked it or whatever, but I thought it was stupid. Like that, they didn't even really. They didn't say a price point. They didn't say what it has 3 teraflops, whatever the fuck that means. Like, like great,
It's got 6
but
mega boogles and 3 teraflops.
so what? Like they didn't show any footage or any, like they didn't do any comparisons or anything. I just
Right.
it. I thought it was a stupid way to present it for sure. I
Yep.
mean. It was just people flashing between people's faces talking about how cool it was, which is cool. I mean, I guess whatever. If those people like it, good for them. But I have no reason to like it after seeing that video.
Yeah, and again, in general, the crossplay, the cross buy, the being able to, all these games coming to Windows 10 and Xbox, and then the fact that they're going to split the Xbox ecosystem into 3 different consoles. It only convinced me to buy a computer.
Yeah, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy them. gaming PC. Hopefully, I'll play those. But yeah, why would you buy an Xbox at this point?
Yep. Yep. Silly. Um, and I'm
So
looking.
PS4 killed it. In conclusion,
Yeah, and just looking here in our Facebook group, I just wanted to see if anybody threw in any comments before I left. I did a thread asking for comments. I got none on that, but now looking through the rest of this, um, I see my buddy Sean says God of War looks so awesome.
yeah.
That was followed up
Sean
by
said that.
yep. Sean said that for sure.
Must be a previous PlayStation owner.
Yep,
Because
and Dirk followed that up with my God
nice, Sean and Dirk.
of War.
Shout outs. You
Yep,
guys are cool.
yep, totally.
We don't have we're not as hyped because we never had PlayStations before. Well, we have, but not for God of War.
Right.
So it does look good, yeah.
So going with what you were starting with before, the comparison between those two press conferences. So the Microsoft press conference, the games that we care about, Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon, and
That's it. That's
then
it.
State of Decay for me,
Yeah,
Sea of
Stairs
Thieves,
okay.
kind of. Going back over to Sony's, we got God
All
of
of them.
War, Days Gone, Last Guardian, Horizon, Detroit, Resident Evil 7, X-Wing, Mission, Arkham VR, uh, 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 Death Stranding, and hashtag Spider-Man PS4. It
Hashtag
crushed.
Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, crushed. Sony
Yeah,
crushed
gosh it.
Microsoft. Nothing.
Yeah, even
The
with the weird orchestra bullshit.
yeah.
Sorry.
The they I go into this day with an open mind, and when they talk about a cheaper new version of the Xbox, I think, oh, maybe I could get that. Looking at
Yeah,
this,
we were hyped for Xbox for a
yep,
minute there.
yep,
We're not haters. That's the
yep,
thing.
yep. But look,
Sony just killed it
yeah, looking at those lineups for this next coming year, I'm absolutely happy with sticking with my PS4, going from
for
there.
sure.
Okay,
I thought it was funny how the kind of funny guys made fun of the PC gamer.
yeah, they always do. That's their deal.
What
They
a fag.
Yeah, nerds and all that. Yeah, they totally rip on people. It's a joke, you know what I mean? They're not really against it,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
they they're totally into it.
What
Um
about the end of it when he said we're not live anymore? You can say as much about minorities
I
as you want.
know that was a big mistake.
I
Although
feel like that was a mistake, right?
oh yeah, it was absolutely a mistake. And
Woo!
but
Who's
I
gonna
got
catch some slack for that?
I, I gotta say though that people make mistakes. You know what I mean?
Uh,
At the
I
beginning of
don't
this
hate him because of
podcast,
it at all,
at the
but
beginning of this podcast, I might bleep it out if I can. But you made a derogatory term for all the ladies in the house as well when referring to a
bitches.
strong female character. Yes,
Oh, I said bitches.
yes. You said she's a bitch. You referred to her as a bitch. You said with a
Don't.
bitch. You said dinosaur game with a bitch. Okay, I'm just saying that's just as bad as them talking about making fun of minorities.
I wouldn't say.
I think there could be people who would be interested in watching our show who would take offense.
All right, maybe you make the call then. It's up to you.
I think we've gone this far with the conversation, and I'm not gonna go 53 minutes into the show to edit it out. I think you should just explain yourself after
All right.
riffing on them.
Um. So
See,
I
so
just, I
that's why
just
I
use
say.
bitch as a term for women when I'm intoxicated and not very derogatory. I meant in a derogatory way.
You obviously like women.
Yeah, I love women.
You
They're
have friends
great.
that are women.
Oh, plenty of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, and bitches is just bitches know when they're bitches. Uh,
let's stop. You're not helping the story right now. All right. So you thought we were done. We're not done, Corey. I've been watching E3 all week long. I got a ton of other stories here that have been popping up besides those two big press conferences. I'm gonna blow through them. You good?
all
You
right,
got another
yeah,
15, 20 minutes in you? All
I
right.
I do. I'm
All
just
right.
being invited to the bar left and right here on my phone here.
Can
All
you
right.
hang another 15 minutes?
Yeah, okay,
All right, then run out to the bar. Let them know it's important. Let them know they can come watch this and watch you defend yourself against
yeah, I'm
using
sure they're
bitch
really
for
gonna
the
want to watch
for
this.
women. So, okay, so I'm gonna blow through these.
Bitch is not a derogatory term, just to be clear. Bitches, I love you.
It's referring to them as dogs.
No,
Yes,
no,
that's what it is.
no.
That's what it is.
It's not referring to them as dogs. It's
That's what the term is. You say it's
bitches
not a
be
derogatory
bitches.
term.
Bitches know how.
You may not mean it that way.
Okay, whatever, whatever.
Okay, Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age looks dope. Remaster of Final Fantasy 12 coming out next year. Looks sweet. You see
Well,
it? You ever play
nope.
Final Fantasy 12? Okay. Moving on. World of Final Fantasy looks ridiculous. Little happy little kiddie show looking Final Fantasy characters all fighting together. Looks terrible.
Cool.
XCOM 2 on PS4 and Xbox One. I'm stoked.
Honestly, I feel like I'm doing terrible at this part because I don't even know what I've heard of XCOM, but
You didn't
what
play XCOM on 360?
I didn't know.
No, it's a pretty sweet strategy game. You'd have a little squad of dudes coming fighting aliens. You guide them one at a time around a room, and then everybody takes their turns and stuff. It was awesome. And
Yeah.
the XCOM 2 came out on PC a few months back and's got super awesome reviews. Everybody acts like it's the bomb. I'm
All right. Cool.
totally stoked. Yep. Persona 5 February. Stoked.
Yeah. Way more stuff. Why wasn't it at E3?
It probably will be later on. They'll probably talk about it. Just wasn't at a press conference. Injustice 2 next year.
Yeah. Supergirl.
Yep. Supergirl. Yep. I'm stoked. We liked Injustice, right? For a fighting game.
Yeah, we like
Yep.
Injustice.
It's
Sure.
sweet.
I won the Injustice tournament, just to be clear. I destroyed.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I dominated the entire family,
Whatever.
including my brother here, Nate. I destroyed. Yeah.
Next, I want to talk
World
about
champion Injustice.
moving along. Nobody cares about that. The Watch Dogs 2. The first they showed an image of a bunch of trendy hipsters, and I was totally driven away by it. And then I saw kind of some video about them going around San Francisco. It looks awesome. It looks
Um,
so sweet.
maybe, but Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs sucked.
Watch Dogs 1 looked like it was gonna be awesome, and then it was shitty. So I have low expectations
It's
for
gonna be
Watch
way
Dogs.
better. Have you watched the video?
I did. I saw it on a preview for some other video I was trying to watch. I saw
It looks good.
it.
It looks good.
It looks cool, but so did Watch Dogs,
You're
and it
right.
wasn't.
You're right. Um, Rise of Iron. What is Rise of Iron? Oh,
Ubisoft.
Rise of Iron
That's
is
Destiny
Destiny. Yes.
expansion.
September 20th. Destiny expansion. New story missions. New raid. You stoked? You ready? We're gonna get back into Destiny.
Go on!
Move your mic. That was just you just blew that
Go
up.
on!
Oh yeah, Galley's back. Right. Yep. We're stoked. We're ready to
Yeah,
go.
that's really the only thing I care about. Yeah, no, I'm hyped for it. I hope there's a lot of story content because
Yeah, me
at
too.
this at
That's
this
why I'm
point, that's
playing.
all I
Yep, agreed.
really discuss.
Star Wars Battlefront Bespin DLC starring Lando.
Yay!
I'm probably not gonna play it, but I like Lando. I liked it. Whatever. I'll jump into the
Dad
game
met
for
him.
a second. Comes out June 21st, so it's out next week.
Dad
Uh,
met Lando.
3DS sold 60 million copies. Congratulations, Nintendo. Jon Snow is the villain in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Really?
Yep. You care? Does that make you more interested,
I'm
less interested?
I'm neutral on that aspect.
I
I
thought
think it's kind of
Kevin Spacey
weird to be honest.
Kevin Spacey in the last game was terrible.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not a big. Actually, I'm against it to tell you the truth. I'm not a big fan of celebrities in video games.
right. But if anybody, I'll give it.
Jon Snow, yeah,
Jon Snow's the bomb. Um,
he'll probably do it. He'll probably do it well. Okay.
right. Fallout 4 came out for free for like one day by mistake. If you download
Yeah,
the
and that
Xbox,
happened too.
yep. And then
I read about it.
they came back and snapped it up, and they said they're taking away the free copies. They're giving people $10 credit if you actually downloaded that
I
on that day.
I thought they would when you set that shit up and people are getting it for free. I was like, ooh, they're not gonna let that slide. They're gonna fucking take that shit back.
Yeah, so
And,
funny.
uh,
And kudos to them for at least giving $10 out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
for real.
yeah, no,
That's better than nothing. The
yep,
free $10.
yep. Um,
Whatever.
Telltale Games Batman game. They released some images. They look sick. The
Yeah,
Batman suit looks awesome.
I like 'em.
Yep,
We love Telltale.
yep. And speaking of that, Walking Dead season 3, Clem's back. She's a teenager. I'm ready for more Clem.
Yeah, hell yeah, Nate's seen her little boobs. I haven't yet. You know, I'm excited to see those.
I'll
But
only refer to them by talking about her age. Okay, she's still too young, Corey. Get that out of your mind. Then we're moving on. Ghost Recon Wildlands, game that came out in the Ubisoft press conference. It looks sick. Have you seen that Wildlands?
I haven't seen anything
It's
about that.
it's another one of these military shooters. It looks good. Check it out. The Fractured Butthole. You see that?
So,
It's the new
what?
South Park game. It's called Fractured Butthole.
Uh,
Yeah, instead of the last one was them being Lord of the Rings, this one is them being superheroes.
nice.
Yeah,
I like.
Cartman is trying to coach up a superhero named the Butthole, and apparently he's fractured because he saw his parents fuck.
Nice.
Yep,
I appreciate that.
yep. The Division Underground. Yeah, we talked about that. For Honor looks sick. For Honor looks sweet. It doesn't make any sense that it's Vikings versus samurai versus medieval knights, but I don't care.
What was one
I'm
was
getting
for
it.
honor?
It's basically it almost looks
When did it play? Play Sony's conference?
neither Ubisoft.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it then.
Yeah, move your mic. But it almost looks like one of those games like what
I didn't see it.
they call Musos or whatever, like the Dynasty Warriors games. Only
Oh yeah.
there's like bosses in the middle of it, and there's certain ways that you can fight that is almost like you ever play Bushido Blade?
Yeah.
Bushido Blade was sick on the PS1, and they're talking about it's that type of fighting engine. Nothing's really been like it since. It's like battles with swords where you can kill a dude with one hit if you do it right, but you block
Nice.
up, left, or right sort of deal. It looks awesome. The game looks really good. Watch that demo tomorrow when you get a chance, because I know you're running the bar. Grow Up, the sequel to Grow Home. I hated Grow Home. Don't care about Grow Up. Did you play Grow Home? It was free on PS Plus.
Um,
Never played it. Nope. Trials of the Blood Dragon. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
either.
trying to go to the bar.
Okay, we're almost there. Steep. Oh, Steep. Extreme sports going down a mountain by Ubisoft. It looked all right. Oxygen not included. The next game by the dudes who made what's is it? Giants. Stay alive. Stay. The one where you're a
But
dude who tries to survive. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, not really.
Whatever. It looks good. Oxygen not included. Stardew Valley coming to consoles. Everybody on PC says Stardew Valley is sick.
Stardew Valley.
Yep. Coming to consoles. Star Trek Bridge Crew. You hear about that?
Not really.
VR game where one dude's the captain, one dude's the navigator, one dude's the scientist. You all play with each other on the flight deck of a Star Trek ship.
Jeremy. Yo, what you doing? Where you at?
I got one more topic.
You at sidetrack?
So you're almost done. One more topic.
Wait for me. I'm coming there.
5 minutes.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. All right, tight. I'll be there. All right, that's it. All right.
Star Trek Bridge Crew. Looks sweet.
All
And
right,
then
cool.
the final thing is that the guy from one of the heads at Bethesda came out in an interview this week and said that just we all know it, but verified that Elder Scrolls 6 is in the works.
Okay, yeah, we already knew that.
It's
It's not
official.
even. I'm not even good. Great. I'm more. I'm
this
more fucking.
this has been
I'm way more hyped up for
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk and The Witcher 4, if that's a possibility.
This has been the Comically Gaming episode 6 E3 Spectacular. Thank you everybody for watching. If you actually made it this far, you actually like to watch us. Thank
Love
you.
you guys.
We appreciate it. We do it for you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do that stuff.
Join our group.
Yep. Join
Hang
the
out with
Facebook
us.
group.
Talk to
Yep.
us.
Watch us on Twitter. Email us, gamescomicsandculture@gmail.com. All that stuff. Corey, go to the bar. Happy E3 day.
All right.
Later.
All right. Later, man.